For more on the details of the UN report, Senior Policy Advisor for UNICEF-Australia, Oliver White, joins me now from Sydney. Oliver, thanks for coming on the program. First off, so this isn't just an issue of, say, having to help out on the farm a little bit more. This is serious, long-lasting emotional trauma.
Well, young people did speak about how the drought was impacting them, and they mentioned that they felt like they had to grow up prematurely. They were taking on extra responsibilities and working long days. And this is definitely impacting their education and their mental health and well-being.
I was particularly interested to read about how some of them felt they had to walk on eggshells when they were at home. Is this indicative of the pressure that perhaps their parents are under?
That's right. The parents are under a huge amount of emotional burden due to the drought. And the children spoke a lot about not feeling able to talk to their parents about how they were feeling because they didn't want to add to that stress and burden.
Let's talk a little bit about, from a qualitative point of view, what are some of the feelings expressed by children in this report, or perhaps some of the stories that stood out to you?
Children spoke about being powerless in the face of drought, wanting to be able to bring an end to the drought, but obviously being unable to do so because it's a circumstance outside of their control. One young girl told us that all she wanted for Christmas was rain. Many of the children spoke about feeling isolated. That's because they're living on remote farms in remote rural communities. And especially over the holidays, the summer holidays, when the children are not at school, they're helping out on the farm. And they spoke about how having very little time to spend with their family, let alone their friends and peers. And some students spoke about feeling guilty in the knowledge that their parents were under huge financial stress and yet still had to find fees for education.
Thank you for that. We'll have to leave it there, unfortunately. That is Senior Policy Advisor for UNICEF Australia, Oliver White.